What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Mid Card Mafia. I'm your host, Big Mike, joined as always with Rococo, Haley, missing as always, Melv, and Nate. We're looking for two members to join the pod. If you want it, send us your resume. Just kidding. What's up, man? Rococo, how you been?
I've been chilling, like always.
It's been a minute.
It has.
To just let the listeners know, um, you know, I'm a father too. Mel's a dad. There ain't no telling what Nate does. And so a lot of times our schedules conflict. But I think this show is going to move to every other week. I think we've decided on that just to give us some time. And it's the down season of wrestling, let's just be honest. So we're able to kind of accumulate tons of topics without the show being repetitive because we want to give y'all the best show that we can. And if that means we go to every other week in this down season, then we're going to do that to make sure that we give the fans the best that we got. So, but thank you for watching and joining in as always. Mayor Coco, where do we start? Where
The
do we start?
obvious play is SmackDown because Raw's still going on actively.
Yeah, and we'll get to Raw. Y'all
Well,
know I gotta get to Raw, but actually I want to give a shout out real quick. I'm still gonna do my weekly shout out. My weekly shout out
dang.
goes to my son Noah. Okay,
Oh, I thought you went.
for a
Bro,
couple
I thought you
reasons.
talking about Nate.
Nate is also my son, but that's different. No, I'm my son Noah. Few reasons. We celebrated a birthday while um, we were gone from the pod. My son just turned 7, and so shout out to him for that. I love being a dad. Being his dad is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me in my life, outside of my salvation to the Lord and my marriage to my wife. My kids are right there. So shout out to him. But I also want to give a shout out. Tonight was his last flag football game, and he scored the last touchdown.
Hey,
So shout out. And he's an offensive lineman running down that field, but he got it. You know what I'm
did
saying?
they
So
fumble?
I'll plug the. He didn't fumble. He scored.
Or no, like was it a fumble recovery and then that's how he took it in? Or
Nah, bro. They said, hey, last play of the game, we gonna let Noah run this, and he took it to the house.
oh, that's
But
fire.
he really shined on defense this year. That was his spot. He just disrupting the plays and everything. So shout out to my son Noah. I'll show this clip to you, but I love you so much. So let's hop into it, Rococo. What we
Let's go.
got?
So SmackDown opened up with Zelina Vega, Aleister Black, and Cody Rhodes. What are your initial opinions of at least this dynamic?
First off, real quick, did you get braids?
Yeah, they're like twists. They're hitting right
Okay,
now.
let's go. I just saw it whenever you kind of turned a little bit. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks, so shout out. It's weird to me, Zelina and Alistair. It's like, hey, let's cut Scarlet and oh my goodness, I won't blank on his name. I do this every
Yeah, Karrion
episode.
Cross. Yeah,
Karrion Cross. Let's cut them. We got great value at home. That's literally what it feels like. We got the McDonald's at home with Alistair Black. And I don't really know where this is going, but I know there's like some history there. But off the top of my head, I'll be honest with you, I can't think of it right now. Are they now? Educate me real quick, Rococo. Are they married in real life?
yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense because that's her man, but I just think it's odd. It's just a, it's just I don't know. I don't really know how to put words on it. We'll see if it works, but you just got rid of Karrion Cross and Scarlett. Apparently, their gimmick wasn't good enough, but then you're putting them in this gimmick. But what are you going to do with Zelina at the end of the day? I mean, being for real. That's where my first initial thought when I think of this feud goes to that. What about you? What do you think?
Going talking about Karrion Cross and Scarlett. If I remember correctly, Karrion Cross got an offer, but Scarlett didn't. And
Correct.
because of that reason, they both walked. The thing about it is Scarlett truthfully didn't bring a whole lot to the plate. We rarely saw her in matches. If she did speak, it was beside Carrion. We've seen Zelina and Alistair build on their own. Now the fact they're together,
Yeah.
great. But because of that, they're both stronger characters separate, so together they hit even harder. It does feel like a filler rivalry for Cody Rhodes, though. And with the way that they've booked him, it seems weird for him to go from John Cena to Drew McIntyre to other people, other major names, and now Aleister Black. It seems like a step
Yes,
down or a step back,
I agree.
which could work if we're weaving in and out. But Cody Rhodes has been really consistent on these top names. And to throw Aleister in now, it's great for him, not the best for Cody's reign personally. And the fact
No,
that
I
Drew
agree with you.
McIntyre still hopped in at the end of SmackDown just to get suspended. So,
Yeah, it's like what's up with Drew?
for real,
Why did they not let this man win that belt?
they should. They
Why
really
did why
should.
does Triple H hate Drew McIntyre?
The thing is WWE is really good at full sending with some people and keeping it consistent. And then other people, they like to play the
Mhm.
short game. And with Cody Rhodes, if he loses the title, then it'll be one of those things so where they have no idea what to do with Cody Rhodes. And he'll be stuck in limbo. So the
Mhm.
safest thing, and they want to play things safe, is Cody Rhodes is champion, so it's gonna stay that way until I have no idea when.
Yeah, we'll see. I fear the direction of SmackDown, and we could talk about this later on, but I'm just going to let that be known just right off the bat.
Yeah.
So,
Next thing that
but
happened was Ilya
yep.
Dragunov defeating Johnny Gargano. Speaking of,
Here's the thing: I don't like that he's continuing the open challenge.
neither do I.
It needed to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pick a feud and let it be. Like I get that it's not going to be with goodness, Sami Zayn, but I mean, pick something.
Mhm.
Pick a few. I mean, who was he off the top of your head? Do you know who he was like really connected with before the injury?
He was a part of the Braun Breaker, Ricochet, all that stuff going on.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And they're on two different things. So, I mean, it's been a while since he's been wrestling. So, who knows? But I don't want him with them continuing the open challenge. It's telling me they have no idea what to do with him. Let's just put him in random matches and see what sticks.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like.
and the
I'm
fact,
glad he's champion.
yeah,
I really am. He looks incredible. But lose the open challenge. This should be like a once every so often thing.
it's
Not
been
back to back.
too
You
many
you
years.
lose your yes, I agree. It loses its touch, excuse me.
But Ilya is somebody who's been solid in ring, of course, but it's pretty much what you said. And they're talking about building talent, letting talent be consistent. But the thing is, if they keep on coming for these one offs and then losing, nobody grows, nobody gets built at all. And we're figuring out still who Ilya Dragunov is now.
Mhm.
Like, what's that one thing that he says? The pain will be something, pain will be a show. You get what you know the thing. But besides that, Ilya Dragunov doesn't build or bring anything else to the table just yet.
That's true.
He needs something
I will
serious.
even say, do you think he won it too soon? Do you think like he could have came back and him and Sammy could have feuded? Do you think that would have kind
Definitely.
of helped him long term? I think it
Definitely.
would have.
Yes. Or had Sammy come
It would have
back,
given both of them a storyline.
but super short sighted. Too short sighted.
Because like what do you do with Sammy now?
You have him idle with the bloodline stuff, with my fault. MFT stuff. Until the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
which he wins.
Sick of it.
Then had Jade
Sick of it.
Cargill give her first promo as champion.
First off, let's go. I'm glad we talked about this a lot. Tiff needed to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Give her a break, whatever. But man, she is not very good on the mic.
It's
We
weird.
thought that would have developed, but it has not. And I think her being heel. Here's the thing: when you're awful on the mic, go be a heel and just let the boos ring in.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case for everyone because look what Dom Mysterio's doing. He is great on the mic, and people love to boo him. But I think it's a safe bet making Jade a heel.
Yeah.
But she needs a lot of help on the mic. Some people naturally got it in that charisma. She don't. I'm gonna put her in the Nia Jack category of one like cutting promos.
Interesting. I don't.
Do you think they're on two different levels?
I feel like Nia Jax does the bare minimum. Like Nia Jax sees a problem, where you're like, okay, and you, it doesn't make you feel anything.
Neither does Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, I feel more so negative whenever she's done. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. That's not good.
it's
That
not.
is not good at all. But shout out. I like seeing her come back as heel, turning on Tiff, winning the belt. It's going to set up her and Bianca. Has to.
Yes, that's always been the plan. Even whenever Jay was in AEW, that was always the dream match that
Mhm.
people wanted to see. Question then
I'm
becomes when.
sorry. Yeah, I'm Raw's distracting me. Are you seeing what's happening right now
I am.
on Raw?
Mhm.
It's kind of crazy.
But we'll get there.
Which, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm sorry. I'm just so
No, it's
distracted.
all good. Thinking about Jade, it made me really think about the concept of a heel turn. Because whenever Jade attacked Tiffany, it didn't surprise me a whole lot. It felt like a natural progression of Jade's character and Jade's story at the moment. Jade and
Mhm.
Tiffany were never best friends. They were never a tag team. They just both didn't like Nia Jax. But at the end of the day, we
Yeah.
always knew that the title was Jade's goal. So once Nia was out the way, Jade came back, she attacked, and then secured it. So I'm not
Mhm.
mad at it. And now we're having a slight setup between Jade Cargill and B-Fab for next week. Listen,
My goodness.
I ain't gonna lie. That's, I'm not gonna say it's for the best, but sure, give Jade some more matches. The real
She
question
needs as
is,
much. He needs as many under her belt, literally, as possible
who's gonna be your next big
before you send
challenger?
her on a good feud. It's got to be Bianca, right?
Her next big one, I think, might be Charlotte. That's something
Yeah.
they've
They've
given us the
hinted at
idea
that.
of before.
Yes.
And then as Jade was leaving the ring, those two
Mhm.
were entering the ring and they had some eye contact. So it'll be interesting to see if the Kabuki Warriors win tonight and then Charlotte
Yeah,
goes
I was about to
directly
say,
there.
if that would be the sign, if the Kabuki Warriors win tonight, Charlotte and Jade, give it to me though. I think that'd be great.
For sure.
Like athletically, incredible.
Mhm.
Truly, that'd be really good.
So after that, we had Nia Jax beating Charlotte Flair in a match and
Uh,
the debut of Lash Legend. Anything you want to say regarding that?
I'm ready for Nia Jax to retire.
Retire. I'm ready for something different within her stories
It's the same thing, bro.
all the time. Having Lash Legend come in and being friends with Nia Jax kind of disappointed me because I feel like we've seen this so
Yep.
many times. Somebody being beside Nia, and then something happens, and now they're facing Nia. We saw it with Alexa Bliss, saw it with
Mhm.
Tiffany Stratton. The list is probably a lot longer than what my memory can serve me right now, but it
Yep.
continues to happen. And I feel like Lash Legend should have and can bring more than just that. Just being afraid of Nia Jax's.
We'll see. I don't want her to get buried with her like Tiff did for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
They
just how
had
I
like
feel
a
about
good back
it.
and forth. Like I say something, you say something. I say something, you say something backstage. So got to see it through.
Got to.
Julia getting pinned by Chelsea Green.
So quick.
The match was less than a minute and a half.
They did Julia wrong, bro.
Legit.
I don't mind that Chelsea won. I just think they did Julia so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, there's no eyes on that US strap. The women's mid card
Not
belts
at
are
all.
just it just is what it is, especially the US championship.
Chelsea Green was
But
the
I
best thing
mean
that happened to
Chelsea
it.
will yep. I think Chelsea Green will kind of draw some attention back to it, but I mean, you need to until you get like a good like look how good Becky is with the IC.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one that can do that with the US championship belt. I can't think of anyone.
At this moment in time, it's a person that's making the title. And Chelsea Green was the
Yep.
first one. And everything she did with it, she brought eyes onto it. Julia was she's still a young and rising star.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to feel about her. And until we know how to feel about her, until we know who she is, instead of Kiana James telling us who she is, she can land in a Reba Dirt chase. She can do crazy moves in the ring. It's not gonna listen to the reaction. Chelsea Green though gets those reactions that they're looking for.
Yes. She gets the boos, she gets the cheers. It'll be more entertaining. But I just don't like the way it happened. They
For
did
sure.
Julia dirty.
Only downside I can see with Chelsea Green being a champion is WWE once again is full sending too hard. Having Ethan Page hold the AAA, having Chelsea Green and Ethan Page hold the AAA mixed titles and something else on top of it. Where you could run into another Sol Ruka situation where they're holding two titles and then doing this third thing on top. It's great as long as they're healthy, but if they get injured, then we're in super recovery mode, trying to figure out what we can do.
Yep.
And we don't need that. There's too much talent for us to have somebody holding two titles, three titles, be on 3 different shows in a week. We got to be careful. Tala Tonga defeating Ray Phoenix.
Bro, hold on real quick. I'm just reminded on this flashback. Asuka dressing up as a nurse, bro. It reminded me of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Bro, whenever he's in the hospital, it's like, how do you not know that Asuka's in that mask, bro? She pulls it down and just spits the mist all over them. Incredible. Go ahead. Ray Phoenix.
Yeah,
match.
Tala Tonga. Listen here. I have limits to what I can talk about whenever it comes down to wrestling. This MFT storyline, I'm past it.
Send them to NXT.
I really. Ooh. Everybody?
For real.
Everybody.
I mean,
Everybody
the
in NXT?
Tongas.
Okay. 'Cause I feel like Solo Sikoa is still. There's some guys that could stay.
Here's the thing. When he shows up to NXT, though, it's entertaining.
For sure.
So.
And then Cody Rhodes, Aleister Black getting in a no contest.
Wah, wah, wah.
We'll just have to see what happens next week.
This is what I want to talk about real quick. All right, before we move off SmackDown. So I saw this post about viewership, okay? And this was on SmackDown. SmackDown, when Roman Reigns was champion, 4 million. I said this in the group text, okay? I'll post this photo. Guess who's number 2? You've seen it.
Talk about whenever they're
I
on
sent
the
the photo.
screen.
Yeah, like in that photo. You had 4 mil, Roman Reigns. Number 2, 2.5 million. Can you guess? Did you look at it?
I maybe in passing. I don't remember.
Jinder Mahal. Cody Rhodes on SmackDown as the main champion.
Okay,
They
yeah.
average 933,000 views. Jinder Mahal was a more watchable champion than Cody Rhodes.
That statement, Jinder Mahal had India in his pocket. He could do anything, and the people from India, people
But
from his
here's the-
culture would turn up with him.
Bro, Cody is a boring champion. Look what he just. I know we're about to talk about it, but he's getting in this feud again with Jay and with CM Punk. Pick something new or move on.
Yeah.
He has lost his luster with everyone. Like, I get it. People cheer him and they love to say, whoa. Like, I get it. But I'm not tuning into SmackDown and saying, oh, Cody Rhodes is on. I want to watch Cody Rhodes. You know who I was doing that for? Roman Reigns. It's like, oh, the tribal chief is on. I need to make sure I'm really watching SmackDown tonight or I got the DVR going.
It's all about building that character. And Cody Rhodes has hit a limit within
The limit, bro.
within his robberies, within what he says on the mic. It's easy to guess what Cody Rhodes is gonna do nowadays.
Yes.
From making it like, for example, whenever John Cena won and it panned to Cody Rhodes, you saw him and it was like, oh, Cody Rhodes is here. But also you expected that. You expected him to do the best things possible.
Yep.
And we're getting tired.
I just don't understand why they are so afraid to let Cody Rhodes not be a champion. Why? Like, why not give it to Drew? If I was Drew McIntyre, I would leave the WWE and I go to Hollywood and make millions being a literally a every Scottish movie that there is possible. I would be in it. Me and my buddy Cody Young, shout out to our NLC head of security down here in the fort. But we were talking about this. I would be so fed up. They are not giving him a chance. You think if you put a true serum in Drew McIntyre and you said, "Hey, do you like how they're riding your character?" You think he'd say yes? Absolutely not. This dude could be doing bigger and better things instead of getting ran over by Cody Rhodes every feud they have. I would legitimately be pissed if I was Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
They must be giving this dude a bag for him to like literally not even give a chance to be a champion. Like, hey, we're gonna put you in all these feuds, banger after banger match. We're gonna let your head get busted open by a toolbox and a Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. We're gonna let you win it, but we're gonna let Damian Priest cash in on you. Like, what is the deal? He's got the LA Knight. The same thing that how they treat LA Knight, they treat Drew McIntyre. Same way. And I'm not wrong about that. I am not wrong. I'm just fed up.
Uh-huh.
I'm fed up with Cody Rhodes being a champion.
They're afraid. Oh, I've said this before, but I'll call it another fear of theirs. They're afraid of admitting that they were wrong. We've seen this time and time again. And if they give Drew McIntyre the belt, because of course, as fans, we see the decline, but of course, the people upstairs, they see the decline as well. If Drew gets that belt and viewership goes up, WWE has to admit, you know what, we were wrong about Cody Rhodes. We've made a mistake. And they're not willing to do that.
What? Look, ESPN is all the reports say ESPN is not happy. When they started this Netflix era, viewership has went down. They got dropped by NBC for Saturday Night Main Event stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just losing. YouTube dropped them with the 24 not 24/7 but the Speed Championship belt. You don't see that stuff anymore. It's on Twitter because viewership is declining. So don't you think that they would want to make all these high money investors like ESPN and Netflix happy and say, "Hey, we may be wrong. Let's try something else because what we're doing right now is not working and Cody Rhodes is not bringing in the viewership that Jinder Mahal did." India in your back pocket or what? There's fans all over in Saudi Arabia and in Australia and in the UK that tune in and they do not want to watch Cody Rhodes be a champion. This is why when he goes over there, they boo him.
That's facts. You're not missing.
But there's my rant of the night.
I was solid.
Shout out to Walmart with the they carrying wrestling shirts now. Got this shirt for $8, bro. Let's go walk in.
Easy money. Have you washed it yet?
Watched what?
Have you washed it? Have you washed the shirt yet?
Oh no.
GG's.
You know how those Walmart shirts be though when you wash them once, bro. They're gonna shrink a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a couple sizes too big.
So now, on to Raw. What you really wanted to talk about for the very beginning.
Chad, I cried tonight. My wife came in. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I feel fine. Honestly, I got enough calories. I can eat this little Debbie Christmas tree cake." You know what I'm saying? I made sure I ate good today. She said, "Have you been crying?" I said, "Maybe." What happened? I said, "John Cena is a Grand Slam champion." I have no words. For a split second, I texted you, Rococo, and the fellas. I thought Cena was going to lose. And here's the thing. Would I have been mad? 1000%. I said, "Yo, I swear to God, I will stop watching WWE if he loses." I put in the group me and everything. But I would have known that there's a long-term picture. If Dom wasn't secure as a heel right now, he would have kept that belt.
Yeah.
But because of who he is and how far he's come, we can lose this off Dom. He's still going to get it back or still be, AAA champ. And he's still going to get that heat. And it's going to be great. I'm not naive. There's 3 left. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to be. to be honest with you. Watching these last three tonight was emotional for me.
Mhm.
And I know you may think, Mike, you're 32, this is wild, but you got to realize, okay, I was 8, 9 years old watching John Cena wrestle. And I've been a fan of John Cena for 20 plus years. Okay. And the reality, I think the thing that makes me, I guess emotional would be the right word, is the fact that, man, life does not wait for anyone. And when you watch your heroes grow up and you see them get old and get a bald spot in the back of their head, it kind of makes you think, man, like if time ain't going to wait for them, it ain't going to wait for me. And I know that's deep. And sometimes we got to get a little deep here on the Mid Card Mafia. But that last match, I know he's going to lose the IC and it'll probably be to Gunther. That's probably what will happen. But tonight was a win for the WWE, for the fans. For the fans, honestly, or Coco more than anything. I think the fans needed this. The fans needed John Cena to win that IC. John Cena as a wrestler, and I don't know this guy personally. He may be awful, and it's hard for me to imagine. I saw the clips with him and Nikki Bella and how he didn't like her cooking, and everybody's got their traits, but look what this dude's done with these Make-A-Wish, with all these things, and it's a surreal thing to see him be a Grand Slam champion. The fans needed this win tonight. They cheered, they were jumping. I texted you and I said, I can't sit down. I stood on my feet the last half of that match. I stood on my feet for the last time I stood on my feet for something like that was honestly last week, 2 weeks ago, OU and Tennessee. I stood all fourth quarter. But before then, a non-football Stranger Things season finale, season 4, on my feet the entire 45, end of the 45 minutes. I stood on my feet most of this match tonight watching John Cena. Me and my son Noah were jumping up and down because we were so happy. It's like we were there.
Mhm.
And I'm so happy John Cena is a Grand Slam champion. He deserves it. He truly deserves that. And we know tonight was emotional. So shout out to my GOAT, John Cena. Shout out for Triple H. I'm going to give, y'all know how we are. I will be the first to call out Triple H. But if I'm going to call someone out, I'm going to tip my cap when they do the right thing. And tonight, Triple H did the right thing. He heard the fans. He knew what the fans wanted. In John Cena's hometown, he knew he could make him a Grand Slam champion that no one else has done before. The fans would go crazy. He'd get viewership. He'd get all those things. He'd get the clicks, the likes, the retweets, the reposts, all that. And whereas in the past, you said, Triple H, this is what we like. Do this, do this. He didn't do it tonight. He did it. So shout out to Triple H for finally pulling the trigger on something that would make the WWE universe happy and excited. And tonight it was John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship belt.
It was cute.
That's all I got to say about that.
It was a nice moment. Truthfully, for me, I started watching WWE 2012, 2012 ish. So of course, before that point, I'd heard who John Cena was. I'd known about him, but I didn't really experience who John Cena was until those like later years within his full time career. So seeing him win that Intercontinental Championship, they give me a little bit emotional too. Yeah, nothing like the AJ Styles match, but it was good. It was. I'm not the biggest fan of how it happened, but thinking about how stacked this episode of Raw is and where it is, it's one of those things you got to do. So they did it,
Yep.
and now the question is, how is he going to lose the title? Is it going to
Mhm.
be on the line? Well, of course it's going to be on the line during his last match. Before he had
Yep.
the title, my idea was if John Cena loses, I'm okay with it because that's who John Cena is. Putting the title on it as well, somebody might get super elevated.
Yes.
And that got
Do you?
me.
Here's a question I want to ask you. Okay, we don't know who the mystery person is. To me, it's got to be Gunther, or is it Joe Hendry?
I've heard Dolph Ziggler as well, and I'd be down for Dolph. I want people a part of this
Mm-hmm.
tournament that either John Cena's had consistent history with, or this one match that we'll get between these two will be an absolute classic. I love Gunther. I'll put Gunther second on
Yeah.
my list of favorite wrestlers. Do I want to
Wow.
see him face LA Knight right now? No, I
Yeah.
don't. And for him to stay a secret, I'm not a fan of that either because he was shown in the promo package. I need this
Mm-hmm.
person that's a question not to be Joe Hendry either. With all due respect, if Joe Hendry was main event talent worthy, he would be on the main roster right now. He's been on NXT. Of course, he had his match against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But we haven't seen Joe Hendry really get inside of his bag. And it's hard to have a question mark person and have them face LA Knight. Of course, LA Knight's not champion, but he's been in the main event for years now. So you got to have somebody that asks this question who's going to beat LA Knight. And that's not going to go to Joe
Yes.
Hendry.
Are we just eliminating the fact that it could be LA Knight that wins this?
The thing is, the question then becomes why?
Yeah.
Because there's 15 other competitors that this person could have faced. 14 other, if you want to be technical. 14 other people that they could have faced. But you have them lose to LA Knight. I feel like that's a tad bit too short-sighted. And do they like LA Knight that much?
Rusev gets all the way there.
I'd be down. I'd be down for Rusev to make it. Crowd's behind
They
him enough.
feuded in the back. Were you watching when they feuded at Mania? The whole Russia versus
Yeah,
USA thing?
I was.
Okay.
I still think about that every now and then.
It's crazy.
That one
bro.
Raw. There was a Raw
Uncuffed.
where there
The
was
flag, the
like an American
American
flag.
Yep.
And Rusev pulled it down. And then this military guy ran to the ring and Rusev super kicked him.
Yep.
The fact
Crazy.
they let that happen, the American flag legit get pulled down.
Hey, bring Vince McMahon back. Not to pull down American flags, but I mean they did everything.
Stuff
back in the
was
day, bro.
crazy. They put
Crazy.
up the tape. So things
Do you
like
think?
that.
Here's a question. Okay, if Vince McMahon wanted to come back when he gets cleared, do you think they let him?
No. They'd have to have him
I
like
think Triple H too prideful.
sneak in the. They could let him be around, but not on screen. They can't do that. They'd have to sneak him in the background. The same way it was whenever everything had first come out, and he was still a part of it, just not on screen.
Mm-hmm. No.
Since we're talking about the tournament, we've already seen Damon Priest versus Rusev. We still have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. Before we get there, what are your predictions for this match?
Sheamus. Simple. I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, okay. Here's the thing. You got me thinking. Now I'm not gonna lie, Rococo. This is why I like talking to you about wrestling. Now that the belt's in the picture, you're right. Someone's gonna get really elevated.
Yeah.
Who needs it right now? Who do they want to push to elevate this? I could see Sheamus being one of those guys.
Give him Grand Slam as well.
Yeah.
Grand Slam to Grand Slam.
I mean, does Sheamus deserve it though? Being up there next to John? Absolutely not.
What? Okay.
No way.
It depends on what you mean by that. Because Sheamus has been so consistent ever since his debut. He legitimately has. And it's
And I
John
get that,
Cena.
and that's cute and all, but
Okay.
it's John Cena.
It
You're right.
is.
It's John, and to say I have the same accolades as John Cena, absolutely not. I think the reason why they made tonight so special is because I don't think anyone else will ever do that again.
Become a Grand Slam champion?
Yes,
No. No, you're bugging.
I just don't see it.
There will
But who
be
knows?
there will be many more Grand Slam champions. It's gonna be
You
slow.
can't do it that soon, though.
You could though. You
They
could.
better not give it to Sheamus. They better not give it to Sheamus, bro. But we're gonna find out.
Whoa.
I do want to talk about real quick. Logan Paul and the Vision.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about this?
Triple
I
H
want
had-
your honest answer.
have made this claim that last week's episode of Raw, it's gonna be revolutionary. It's gonna be life changing.
Nikki Bella just turned on Steph.
Stuff tragic. I'm a little
Nikki
bit
Bella
behind.
just turned on Steph. Oh, are you? My bad.
But you'll get my reaction in about 10, 15 seconds. It's gonna go
You got
crazy.
mine before. My bad. I won't learn it for you
But on the
moving
real,
forward.
the one I'm gonna say, Logan Paul in the Vision, I don't care. I
Me
don't.
neither.
Whenever they had something really, really good. Logan Paul's been a heel ever since pretty much his second, third match. And whenever last week, whenever it was, oh man, Logan Paul could turn face and face the Vision, I was legitimately interested. But they
Hmm.
kept that story going for about an hour and a half, and then had him
Yeah,
turn heel. And now it's, I feel like 10 people are fighting for that spotlight within the Vision, and
I
we've
agree.
built enough, but now we've lost it. Braun Breaker has lost a little bit of his character. Tribal Thief Bronson
Yep.
Reed's lost a bit of his character. Now we're
Yep.
throwing in Logan Paul, who we know, but these are three guys fighting for the same spot, and someone's gonna get left behind.
Why do they need a head of the Vision? Why can't they just separate it? I think they're making Paul Heyman's character be in bed with too many people. Because you saw the Brock thing, even in these WrestleMania ads, who's standing behind Brock Lesnar? Paul Heyman. And so I don't like Logan Paul being in the Vision. Because you just had the Bronze turn on Seth for something that Logan Paul is going to do to them that Seth did, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? Like how he ordered them around.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so mad when they make this a triple threat tonight because I'm just so sick of the same ending of all these shows.
Triple threat
With
between
CM
who?
Punk. They haven't done it yet, but right now I'm going to try to talk slow so you can catch up. But you got Punk, Rhodes, Jey Uso talking to Raw GM, Raw manager. Oh, William Regal.
But
Wow.
we'll throw back real quick to the tournament. Because also on
Ooh.
SmackDown, we hadn't broken. There's one match that was announced. That was Jey Uso versus The Miz. You feel any emotion towards that match?
Zero. Zero. The Miz needs to be feuding with Carmelo Hayes.
Recently,
Have we forgotten about that already?
I was thinking about how The Miz and Nia Jax are extremely similar as well. Anytime you see
Yeah, but
somebody debut come in, it's a robbery with The Miz or it's a robbery with Nia Jax to prove that they're valid, and then they move on from there. So on the real, I rock with The Miz. I really do. He's my number one favorite. I ain't gonna lie, just because of his promo ability. But I keep both of these guys away from John Cena. They can, whoever wins can win this one. After that, they need to start losing.
listen here. I respect you, Rococo. You're a brother in Christ.
Yes, sir.
I'm for you, not against you. I'm always in your corner.
Mm.
Real recognize real. You better never compare the Miz to Nia Jax ever again.
Okay. Did you hear what I said?
They couldn't be. I heard every word you
We're
said,
talking-
and they couldn't be further from each other. Okay.
No, I'm spitting facts.
One is way better than the other. And I get they're like man, woman, like I get that. But the Miz can cut promos, Nia Jax can't. The Miz, I'm not going to say what I wanted to say just now. I don't want to get, people coming after us in the comments. These are two different types of people.
No.
I would say, here's the thing. No, hold on. If you would have said Bailey and the Miz, I'd be like, yeah, you're kind of right. Because that's what they're doing with Lyra.
That is a
You're trying to say, hey,
that is a
you got a
one-time
girl,
thing.
you got a girl coming in trying to get over. Let's put her with Nia Jax. Nia Jax's a workhorse. Nia Jax will get her to the promised land. Absolutely not.
What you said is
Absolutely
not a
not.
lie, though. Am I calling Nia Jax? You're taking my statement and you're running with it. That's not what I said. I'm saying if you have a talent that needs to get elevated, you need them to test the waters against somebody. You in the men's division, you put them up against the Miz. We've seen this with Carmelo Hayes. We've seen it with LA Knight whenever he was first making this jump.
Sure.
We saw it with Cody Rhodes whenever he was first entering.
I'm not disagreeing with you when it comes to the Miz. That's 100% his role.
Nia Jax
But
is
why-
the exact same way. She literally is. If we're trying to
Outside
compare
of
their
Tiffany
promo
Stratton,
ability,
who?
Alexa. Okay, we talked about this earlier. Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair. The list goes on and on. I'm not
Neither
capping.
of them needed Nia Jax to be elevated.
Like we're saying, they thought like they need the Miz to be elevated. They don't. But that is like the first thing you do. You are the newest girl on the block, and you and Nia Jackson are on the same brand. They're trying to prove that you are legitimate.
Yeah,
you're
and
gonna
you got to
face Nia Jax.
We got to make sure that your ribs ain't going to break. All right, like you know what I'm saying. So that's why we want to make sure you're durable. I get it.
You're taking that and you're running with it. If we're looking, you killing me, Mike.
I'm a runner.
You killing me, Mike, bro.
I'm a runner now. I'm
But
in
if
my
you want to continue the comparisons,
athletic era.
yeah, we tested their durability. They're physically durable against Nia Jax, and you said if they're good on the mic against the Miz. Still,
We just
same
want to make
idea.
we just want to make sure that you can cut a better promo than Nia Jax can. Okay, that's what it is.
But yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
that's
Just
my
be
point.
just a little bit better than her. She's so dry on the mic. She screams.
She is who she is. Let her
You
go.
got me worked up. My face is about to. I'm getting flustered. My cheeks are turning red. My blood pressure's going up.
I can't believe it. So those are the 8 people within the tournament on this first time. Hopefully, before Raw ends, we find out who the next 2 matches are.
Yep.
Because it's going to go by
Do you-
pretty fast.
So you're caught up now. War Games is going to be Division. Not Seth, sorry, but it's the Vision versus Punk, Rhodes, Jey Uso. Yay or nay on that?
Of course, nay. But you got to accept it.
Because they got to recruit 2 more people, right? It's
It
5.
depends. It can be
Okay.
anywhere from 3 to 5. In 2K25, you can make it a 3v3 War Games match. So it really depends on
Yeah.
how big with this they want to go.
Also, this is how much they respect Sheamus. You didn't even see his entrance.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yep.
But also, now they both have cool interests, but 10 out of 10 people would say that Shinsuke's hits harder than Sheamus's does.
Oh, way better. Way better. Way better. What else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Dog, really? Whatever. I'm really excited to look at their stylistic differences. Like,
Yeah.
that's one upside to them keeping their brand split for so long. Is any moment whenever they have overlap like this, it hits so much harder. And there's so many unanswered questions that will get answered as this match continues. And that's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Alrighty. Well, if that's it, I want to sign us off. I'm an unk now. I gotta go to bed.
Oh, do your thing.
What do you got? You got anything else?
Nah, just stream setup. I'll finish out Raw.
Yeah.
Basic Monday.
There we go. There we go. Hey, we're back. It felt good to be here again. I've missed it. So I think what we'll do, I'll text you about this. But
Okay.
hey,
All right, bet.
thank you all so much for tuning in tonight on another episode of the Midcard Mafia, whether it's Spotify or YouTube, whatever platform you're watching this on. Please like and subscribe. Rate it a 5-star. If you see a reel, if you see a short clip, hey, give it a like, give it a repost. It really helps us so much. Once again, we're going to be back in 2 weeks. Every other week, we will be filming. Until next time, we are the Midcard Mafia. Sign out, and the Miz and Nia Jax are nothing similar.